How's it going, everybody? We got a couple things in game. We're going to all pound into this one video, so it should be something of interest for you here. We're going to be talking about what I think is not the best designed event for a catch-up mechanic in the Quasar event. We're going to be talking about the Zombie Scarlet Witch Diamond Orb, which is kind of a scam. We're going to be opening Superior Spider-Man against my better judgment, but I let my Twitch chat dictate how I erroneously spend my resources, and then we're going to be doing the Hellcat reaction video to 3088 Gaming, who had a fantastic video go out yesterday. So let's start with the Quasar trial. I did already complete it. Here's the thing about this trial. You need to get 2 million score in order to get the 7-star token for Quasar, and in order to get 2 million score, you have to do difficulty 10. But they have star requirements on these nodes. So 7-star Vigilante Thunderbolts, no problem. Those characters are farmable in one way, shape, or form, right? But then you get 7-star Acurus Fantastic Four. Those new characters are not farmable, and so it's really tough. But there's no star requirement on Quasar, and Quasar absolutely carries this. So my friend Alvar, who is an alliance mate of mine, showed me that he was able to get through this using Quasar and only old characters. So I'm going to be having a bunch of those videos kind of linked here. And this is my account with them at Gear Tier 20. But for him, he only had Quasar Gear Tier 20. Everybody else was Gear Tier 19. They were built up enough to survive the nodes, but even if you lose a character here and there along the way, as long as you have 5 characters, you can get through it. So if you see these and you get discouraged, don't not try. Still try and get through it. And do your best, because getting that 7-star Quasar is huge. And what I will say is, in the future, I would love to see this not be the case. I think 2 million for the Gear Tier 20 is great. I would actually love to see the 7-star Quasar put on either milestone 14 or milestone 13. I think that would be a much more player-friendly catch-up mechanic for Quasar shards. I also think that putting tokens in here is probably not the best thing in the world. I think instead of that, they should have just had shards. Just character shards instead of tokens. That way people can just kind of build him up slowly as they go. But yeah, I really do feel like they should have had the 7-star Quasar token on a 2 million marker. It should have been a little bit lower. But it's doable, so don't give up on it. And just so you guys are aware, I'm going to claim this now. Just so you guys are aware of the packs that were used to get that 2 million score. Because there's definitely ways to make this a lot easier, right? So let's go over to the packs. Let's just go back here. Don't put on Experimental Serum. Don't put on Vile Rally. By not having Vile Rally on, your Quasar special becomes infinitely more valuable because those debuffs stick, that slow, that offense down. It allows your smaller characters to take a hit without getting yeeted up the field. So it changes the priority order of your Quasar attacks. Thrown Defenders, don't put that on because that's annoying. Energy Absorption, definitely don't put that on because it removes all negative effects and heals for those negative effects, so don't put that one on either. And Rope-a-Dope is definitely not worth it either. So put everything else on and you should be able to walk away with a score. I think it was 2,035,000. That would be the easy way to get through this without having to use any new characters. But if you did use either the Intel Store or the Antimatter Store to get your Fantastic Four characters up, they'll auto it. You don't need a curse at all, right? So if you went really hard on the Fantastic Four team, then you don't need to worry about this at all. Let me know your opinions on the structure of this event down below, because I think for some people this is a complete nothing burger. I didn't even notice that tags were needed when I did it. I put in Quasar with Vigilante, then I put in Quasar with Fantastic Four. I hit auto, and I pooped. I'm not sorry for being vulgar, but I pooped. All right. I think for other players who are going to see that and notice they can't have certain use of Fantastic Four characters, they're going to be a little bit dissuaded. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, next topic. That was already 4 minutes. We got to speed this up. Next topic is going to be the Zombie Scarlet Witch Diamond Orb. This was brought to my attention. This is definitely something I would suggest people stay away from. So there is a Zombie Scarlet Witch Diamond Orb. One orb. And it is 13 Canadian, which I guess is 10 American dollars. Now, if we go into the actual orb itself, you might notice something funny. And I do have one orb. I did not buy it. There is a free claim up on the website. You should make sure you go grab. The drop rates aren't great. The drop rates aren't great. We got 97% chance of getting a 1 diamond, which you will just get once for going into the web right now and doing your free claim right now. You'll guarantee yourself a 1 diamond Zombie Scarlet Witch. 2.5% chance for the 2 diamond and a 0.5% chance for the 3 diamond. let me be honest about this character for a second. This character is kind of a plug-and-play character to stop on-spawn speed bar for the moment. Maybe Kestrel, Zombie Kestrel will change that. But for the moment, she's just kind of a one-trick pony for on-spawn stuff. Her damage isn't super relevant. The extra diamonds on her, definitely not worth what you would actually need to gamble on to hit these odds, unless you're super lucky, right? So I would definitely shy away from these orbs. I don't often go out of my way to talk about the bad offers or even the good offers in Marvel Strike Force, but this one's pretty egregious. I would stay very clear about that one. But let's open this. Let's see what we get. And we got the 1-star, right? This is what everyone should expect to get. Now, if you open up 31 of these orbs to unlock, what are you getting here? Oh, if you buy it 31 times, you're guaranteed the 3 diamond. I think that's a 3 diamond. So if you spend $300, you're guaranteed 300 American dollars. You're guaranteed the 3 diamond Zombie Scarlet Witch. I guess that's better than whatever the leaderboard to get her diamonds was. But again, the power differential between 1 and 3 diamond, you know, I don't know. Definitely not for me. What else is not for me is going to be coring for the Superior Spider-Man unlock, which I am going to do today. I'm going to do it right here in front of you guys, so it should be fun. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we'll get super unlucky. But the reason why I would not core Superior Spider-Man is because the value I get for having him unlocked and doing these raid nodes immediately does not outweigh the value spending these cores during a leaderboard that has a core spending component would provide me, right? So let's say I just couldn't do this node, right? I just can't get this 430 unless I drop it down to difficulty, what is it, 7? And now I can do it, and now I'd get 260, right? So I get with 260 here. I couldn't do these nodes because I don't have gear 20 on all these characters anyway, so I'd be dropping it down here. What am I losing? I might be losing a quarter of an orb a day. Let's say the next core spending event doesn't happen for another 10 days. All right, so I lost 2.5 gear tier 20 orbs. But maybe that puts me like a whole other ranked bracket, or even 2 ranked brackets ahead on the next leaderboard, which probably is going to have purple ISO on it, because purple ISO is in the game right now. So, my official advice, hoard your cores. Don't do what I'm about to do. There is absolutely no reason to rush for this character. I think this character looks great. I actually really like his team. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with his team, but I don't see the reason to rush this guy. However, I let my chat vote on it. So, let's see how many cores we're going to have to use to unlock this guy. Please, RNGesus, make this not take the 10,000 cores. Let's go! All right, we got a blue. 12. I was hoping for 20. Let's go! Oh, it's a green. It's a 6. Oh, it's an 8. Okay. Woo! Oh, my cores. I just feel the dread right now. Oh, it's a 10, not a 20. We're up to 30. Come on, come on. Purple! Oh, it gets... Okay, wait. Green! Reverse psychology. Shit, it didn't work. Oh, this is what I always get. Come on, baby! Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. My cores! I want them back! No, stop it! Oh, this feels horrible. Alright, let's say a color that doesn't exist. What's a color that doesn't exist in Marvel Strike Force? Purple! Wait, no, purple does exist. What am I doing? Oh. God damn it. There's more than 4 colors that exist. Why couldn't I name one that exists? Pink! Pink! Oh, okay. Yellow! Wait, no, yellow does exist. We just saw yellow in the wrong pillar. Green, blue, red! Alright, black! Oh, it's gonna cost all of our cores. Oh my god, from 11,000 to 2,500. Not great. Not great, but we got the unlock, and that's why you shouldn't try and gamble for Spirit Spider right now. At the very, very least, guys, you should 1,000,000,000% wait until tomorrow's blog, because maybe there's going to be the first ISO leaderboard announced in tomorrow's blog, and it's going to start on Monday. And now you could have 10,000 cores ready to go, whereas I will have 2,500. All right? We're gonna end this video off by reacting to the Hellcat kit, which I'm pretty excited about because the coming Brimstone team looks really powerful, and I might have some insight on that at a later date for you guys. Alright guys, we are here with the reaction to the Hellcat exclusive kit reveal. Now, 3088 Gaming does have the exclusive on this, so make sure you go check out his channel. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. I already did. And I'm excited to see Hellcat's kit. Now, because this video ran a little bit long doing the Superior Spider-Man orb opening, I think I'm actually just going to go through and see the kit myself. And we'll talk about that. So, subjects change. So speed, 130. Traits, hero, global, skill, brawler, brimstone. Alright, global. Global hero is something that we need to keep a close eye on for the Professor X saga. Because Liberty has kind of been like the only team you could use, right? But you can use Secret Warriors. If you were a crazy person and you put Gear Tier 20 in all your Secret Warriors, they work as well. I think you still have to bring in Joaquin Falcon, though. Can the Brimstone team take this? Now, I do believe Doctor Strange Heartless is cosmic, so he wouldn't be there. And Elsa, I think Elsa is a global character. So there's some interest there. But we'll see if the rest of these guys are going to come in as hero globals and put in work. Living Mummy, I got to assume he'd be global. I don't see why he'd be city or cosmic. And Daemon will definitely be global. He's not going to be cosmic or city there either. So I think we're going to be getting a bunch of global characters, and hopefully that'll be the way it works. So X is saying that he did beat the Professor X Global Heroes section with Secret Warriors and Emma. Emma X or OG? Well, OGM is a villain, so with Emma X. Okay, so that is good to know. All right, so let's continue on here. Basic, claws out. Attack primary target for 180% piercing on crit, apply ability block. Ah, that's cool, so Raider probably. Applies this now to random Daemon Hellstrom ally. That's cool. Great. I see. Okay. ISO counter attack assist. Also going to be putting that ability block on the assist. That's fantastic. Good stuff. All right, so let's continue on to the special. Catastrophic Cuts. So this is a turn 1 available ability. Attack primary target for 250% piercing. Apply 2 ability block, heal block, disrupt, and trauma. Applying disrupt and trauma is great. Turn 1 ability only to the primary target. It ignores defense up, so it's going to do a lot of damage. Think like Blade. Blade ignores defense up, which is really nice. You really see his damage shine because of it. In war, this attack cannot be blocked. Okay, but this attack can miss. This attack can be... well, I guess blind is miss. It could be dodged. Okay, so there's some counterplay to that for sure. Pretty strong ability, but nothing crazy because it is only the primary target. Let's continue on. Ultimate, Feline Fury. Oh, this one's a book and a half. Clear 2 negative effects from self. Cool. Attack primary target for 400% piercing. Apply stun for 1 turn. And the following for 2 turns. 2 bleed, heal, block, disrupt, and trauma. So more disrupt trauma. I really am a fan of that for sure. Sorry, let me just do this. Chain to 4 targets within infinite spaces. So within infinite spaces is cool. You don't get stuck on an island. On the previous target for 400% piercing, apply the following for 2 turns. Bleed, heal, block, disrupt, trauma. Lots of disrupt trauma. Lots of disrupt trauma. I love that. That's really helpful, actually. But we don't have any sort of buff clear yet before this ability happens, which is interesting. But that's it for that ability. Still a really powerful ability. It is a... Oh, is it turn 3 ability? So, energy, hopefully, is coming from somewhere beforehand. A turn 3 ability, so this ability is really good, even without the war stuff that they're going to add. But on turn 3, there's very little plug-and-play potential here, even with a speed stat of 130. But she does have her special, right? The special is pretty interesting, where she would at least do it to a single target. No stun, but yes, bleed, heal, block, disrupt, trauma. Okay, so there's some interesting stuff there. But yeah, no stun. Stun is on her ultimate. In war, this character has 3 Brimstone allies. If any secondary target is a brawler, apply stun to that character, so extra stuns. If this character has 3 Brimstone allies, if any target is a blaster that doesn't have trauma, apply ability block for 2 turns and blind for 2 turns to that character. And I can't read this last part. This attack cannot be counterattacked or blocked. Okay. So pretty interesting stuff there. When I think about like blasters, my head immediately goes to Odin. Putting ability block on Odin isn't always the best thing because of battlefield effects. So we'll have to see how that'll work out, because I think this team was like shown to be beating Odin's at some point. But we'll have to wait and see. Interesting stuff there. Not a crazy kit so far. On spawn, if this character has 3 Brimstone allies, generate 2 ultimate ability energy for self. Oh, there you go. So if 3 Brimstone allies gets 2 ultimate ability energy, she can ult turn 1. So her turn 1 ability, at least in War, is it just in War? No, it's anywhere. So if she has 3 Brimstone allies in Crucible, she could also open up with her ult, which is a turn 1 stun with Disrupt, Trauma, Bleeds, Heal blocks for the entire enemy team, because it's not a rebound chain. So chain to 4 adjacent targets. Of course, if there's a summon, they can eat up one of these tits. But in Crucible, if she's with her team, she will stun the primary target and apply 2 Bleeds, Heal block, Disrupt, and Trauma to the entire enemy team. I ain't mad at that. That's great. That's really powerful. Okay, that's really powerful. She only generates it for herself. So I'm also thinking about Dark Strange Heartless here. So on spawn, if this character has 3 Brimstone allies, generate 2 ultimate ability energy just for self, not for allies. In War, when enemy uses their basic ability, if that character has ability block, attack the most injured enemy, ignoring taunt and stealth with this character's special at level 7. So when an enemy uses their basic, if that character's ability block, you're going to come over and you're going to hit them with this, which will apply bleeds, disrupt, heal block, and trauma. Okay, cool. So some ability block extra damage comes in, as well as, yeah, that's just great. In War, this character has 3 Brimstone allies. Enemies cannot fill or reduce speed bar for themselves, allies, or enemies. Enemies cannot gain death proof, speed up, or assist now. Okay, because that is the concern with this team, right? The concern with this team is, do they just fail instantly on the defensive side? So here, Hellcat is giving protection against the speed up of a team like, I don't know, who's an interesting character that can speed up? Maybe it would be a team like a Nightcrawler with a quick stun, I guess, so it would stop that. That's a terrible example, but think of teams that get speed up on spawn. And enemies cannot fill or reduce speed bar for themselves, allies, or enemies. That's huge. So that's 2 avenues where speed is shut off. Speed up and speed bar. What we don't know yet, Undying, thank you, that's a great example. As far as a team that spawns with speed up. What we don't know yet is if this team is going to be vulnerable to OG Emma, right? If this team is vulnerable to OG Emma, we know Daemon's speed stat right now is at 134. We know Hellcat's at 130. We know what the reworks are at. They got a little bit of a bump, especially Elsa, 3.5% speed bump. But old Emma will make them so slow that you might be able to get ahead of this team and just instantly cut them off at the knees. So we'll see if future characters have any sort of OG Emma protection. And if they do have an OG Emma protection, then they have protection against speed bar, speed up, OG Emma. Would they then have a speed stat protection? If they cover all 4 of those, it's not good. It becomes an insufferable team that has a higher speed stat. There's no other way to get ahead of them, and you kind of have to figure out how you can absorb all of their incoming damage to be able to actually beat them. So keep your eyes out on the Living Mummies kit, which I assume will be coming out today. I believe Dinman has the exclusive. I'll make sure I link that in the Discord. But also on Damon Hellstrom's kit as well. We'll see if they're going to cover those weaknesses. Anyway, I did watch this video. So I guess this is not exactly a reaction. It's kind of just going over it. I did watch this video from 3088 Gaming. I think it was a great video. You should definitely go check it out. Link will be in the description below. Shout out to my fellow envoys. I think it's really cool that we're kind of getting these exclusive rollouts. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think about that Quasar trial. Let me know if you were silly and cored for Superior Spider-Man ahead of time. I did get told by chat there is an ISO event starting tonight, but cores are not part of it. Maybe there'll be a leaderboard that needs cores 2 weeks from now. Guess what? Superior Spider-Man's core orb will still be in there 2 weeks from now. I'm just saying, I think that holding on to cores is probably the right call, and I don't think there's any rush to get Superior Spider-Man unlocked. You don't need him for the Danger Room. You could rent him. You definitely don't need him for War or Crucible. And the raid differential rewards doesn't seem that crazy. Anyway, guys, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. We have a big video coming out on the channel. If you are watching this as this goes live, if you're watching this past 2 p.m., go check it out now.